Hello, how do I Juno exit point when it comes to swing trading? There are two ways that I like to do that. The first one is on the chart. So let's use an example of SNPS as of June 25, 2026. So when we are looking at SNPS, we purchased it in 2025 and I purchased it in 2024 around July right at the tip. So I paid a high price for it and then it pulled back. It was pretty much done going up because I was holding it using short Uptrend or swing trading strategy back then, purchased it and sold it every few days or weeks. And I purchased it again and it was done going up and start going down. I got stuck in it and it went down all the way here, and then from here it started going up, and then I sold it there when it reached all-time highest price. So one way I like to journal, and that is what I'm trying to answer in this question, is putting arrows on the chart. So I tried in 2024, I tried to create a PowerPoint presentation to write down my thought process when I'm buying stocks and screen capture at the end of the day the pricing, the change in price during the day for each stock that I purchased. But it was time consuming, and after a while, after a few months, I noticed that I don't go back to those recall. So and then I just decided that I'm going to be putting arrows on where I'm purchasing it, and I found that, in fact, I think I was doing it together, but I found that that was what I tend to reference, and I just continue with that after noticing that, well, doing those screen capture became very time consuming for me and dragging my process down, and I just, you know, in 2025 I just continue with the arrows and I drop actually writing down anything or screen capture anything. I must have done a little bit in 2025 before I drop it, I'm not entirely sure. But what remain and what I reference often is what I put on the map. And what I put on it is just arrows. So arrows facing upward, because I trade on daily chart, and this one is maximum daily chart. Every single bar is a daily time frame. I put arrows right underneath the bar that I purchased of the day that I purchased, and the arrow will tell me the day that I purchased, and this one is July 9. And those will be arrow facing upward, and arrows facing downward will be above the bar of the day that I sold it, and this will be July 30th, pretty much 1 year later. And by looking back, I will know where I purchased it, how long I stayed negative in it, and how long I became positive in it, and when I sold it. It won't tell me exactly how much I paid for it or sold it for, but I know that any price on that bar, I'll have the corresponding price when I'm moving my mouse on that bar, and I can just use a price of that bar to do my estimate. So that is one way that I like to do my journal. That is the, pretty much the journal side that I want to share with you. So, and yesterday I saw the stock IRM, and when we are looking at IRM, I purchased it twice. I purchased it around the support line in 2025. Again, I got stuck in it. It pulled back down for a while. I will say January here, February here, for over a year I was negative in this one. But when it pulled back down to the support line, I purchased it again. I was negative in this one for a certain period of time, March to April, 1 month, pretty much any price, my horizontal line is showing the price, corresponding price. Any price above the bar I purchase it, I'll be positive in it. Any price below that bar, I'll be negative. So when it reach all-time highest price, it reach all-time highest price here and pull back and reach it again. But when it reach all-time highest price, I let it be up to this area, and then in fact, no, it didn't reach all-time highest price here, but it exceeded my purchase somewhere here, pull back and continue and reach all-time highest price, which is my exit point. I start thinking if I should sell it or not. So after a while, like in May 2026, I sold these shares. So first in, first out. So I know how many shares I purchased for each one of those transactions. So I sold that same number of shares. It turned out to be the first in, first out in May. And yesterday, which is, again, June 24, 2026, I sold the remaining. So I'm going to zoom, and you can see the arrow there, and this one on this bar, and this one on this one. So the price went down a little bit yesterday, but I sold it because it reached all-time highest price yesterday. So that is how I do know my exit point right on the chart. So that is the visual side of it. So the financial side of it, I like to say journal, but I like to say more record keeping. So I do record keeping of my transactions as well. Although I have not been on top of it this year, but that is something I need to get on top of. So I have a screenshot here, and I have a spreadsheet that I keep track of my transactions. So on the same row, I will put purchases, and then on the left side, and then on the right side of that row, I will put my sales. So when we are looking at this example here, I purchased this stock twice. So I purchased in 2024, and then I purchased it again in 2025, and I sold it in 2026. So on those same rows, but on the far right, I will record the stocks symbol, the number of shares, how much I sold it for per share, and then I will calculate the gross revenue by timing the share and the unit price. If any fee that got paid, I'll write it down, and the total proceeds will be a gross profit, or let's just say the total proceed or gross profit will be the revenue minus the fee, and the profit here, I'll say the gross profit, but again it's just the net revenue, yeah, let's call it like that, will be the gross revenue minus the fee, and then the profit, which will still be gross profit because it's before tax, is going to be the total proceed, or the net revenue, minus the total cost, and that'll give me the profit here. So I like to do all of that on one row so that I can, calculate, I can insert formulas and calculate those profits. So it is a manual entry that I do. I have another spreadsheet where I can download a CVS version of those transactions from the account and paste it in the spreadsheet, and it will calculate it for me. But I found myself using this manual version of it to enter my sales and later enter my purchases and later enter my sales. And I like to have a commitment area here where I will write down the total cost until I sold it, and when I sold it, I will erase this section, and then I can calculate. Once I calculate the profit, I can calculate the profit rate, which is pretty much taking the profit divided by how much it costs me, the total profit. Yeah, that's the way I'm calculating it. We can use an example of 54.36 divided by 2,233.08 times 100, and that is that. So the profit divided by the total cost, that is simple way I calculate it, and I just have an idea of how much, what the profit rate is only on that transactions and the profit on this. So we can go back, and that is the way I do my record keeping of my exits, and using the arrow is the way I do my journals. Because, and when we are looking at it, you see I purchased it right at the tip there. I'm not even sure why that arrow is above the bar, because it should be right below it. And then I purchased it again in 2000. This is 2024, and then 2025 purchased it again, and then I sold it in February. So, and without looking at my financial, my record keeping, I can just come to my chart. When I'm doing my chart analysis and I'm analyzing this stock, I can just notice how I purchased it before to see what I can do better next. That is my journal, the way I journal my swing trading exit, so that I can reference it later to see if I got out too early or if I got out right on time. And in this instance, I got out right on time, because after that it started going down. It has not reached where I will buy it yet. So that is how I journal my exit point when it comes to swing trading, based on and you know, even if I'm looking at my record keeping, I won't know if I got out early or not. I will see that I have profits, but I can clearly see here that I have profits. I just won't know exact amount, but I can estimate it by using any price on that bar minus any price on the bar that I purchased to estimate my profit. But I won't know the exact amount until I look at my record keeping. But this will tell me if I got out too early by just looking at the map. What happened after I sold it? If it continued going up for this whole time, then I know that I got out early. But by looking at this, I know that I got out right on time. And then I can see if I can repeat that, what I did before, if I can repeat my exit point next time that I purchase it, if I can repeat whatever I did here again. But that is the way I journal, and I found it very useful for my swing trading strategy to keep improving the way I'm swing trading. When it comes to the way you swing trade, how do you journal your exit point? Thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. Thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi, and on our channel we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence. And swing trading could be another way to generate a stream of income. Just start small, and slowly but surely you will grow your account over time. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional trader. I just swing trade in my husband and I account, and I like to share, what is working for us, what is not working, what I'm learning from it, so that if you find some tips useful, you can customize it to your liking, to your risk tolerance, and to your personality type, and improve on it and use it in your own financial success journey. For more videos in this series, will you please check the playlist how to start swing trading step by step using long up to long swing trading strategy. So please check the playlist how to start swing trading step by step using long up to longs in the description of this video. And this video is brought to you by our online store Liberman.com. If you are looking for tote bag, cloth napkin, or pouches, will please check our online store Liberman.com. So I'm going to list some pouches, and those are great for, back to school supplies, even the napkins as well. If you take food to work, or you take lunches to work, or your kids take food to school, those napkins are great for it. So will please check Liberman.com for those household supplies. So thank you so much for your time. Happy swing trading.